By now, a lot of commanders have already started on their elite dangerous power play journey. This new iteration of power play seems to be taking the commander community by storm. But if you haven't yet started on your quest to dominate the galaxy with your power, which power are you going to choose? Independent, Imperial, Federation? And then, who will you pledge to? This is new kid on the block and successor to Zachary Hudson, Jerome Archer, ex-cop and now Federation Vice President.
Greetings, Commander. I am Jerome Archer. Zachary Hudson taught me a lot about politics. I'm honored to serve as the head of the Republican Party, as he did. I just hope I live up to his expectations.
Thanks for hanging in there, Commanders, and drop a like and subscribe if you're enjoying this series of Meet the Power Play protagonists. Now, Jerome Archer was the Vice President of the Federation under the administration of Federal President Zachary Hudson. But now he's gone. We got a Felicia Winters. He hails from the Nanomam system, and that's his current seat of power. Jerome Archer is an ex-police officer. He's an ex-cop with values around security and force where appropriate. As I mentioned, Zachary Hudson was Jerome Archer's mentor and upholds a lot of his values, virtually walking in his footsteps now Zachary Hudson has retired. Jerome Archer is very big on federal values, federal intelligence, the Federal Navy, counter-terrorism, all those things that Hudson held dear to himself. His primary focus will be to increase security throughout the Federation, and he vows to build vigilance into the fabric of the federal society and prevent atrocities from ever happening. Well, good luck with that. Now, as with all the videos in this series, Frontier Developments do withhold the right to change ranks, privileges, to tweak power play to make it a more commander consumable experience and basically go against those people who are looking to game the system to gain an advantage. Power play is definitely going to be here to stay, but we do see it evolving over time. Therefore, ranks and rewards are as of making of this video. Jerome Archer's ranks and rewards are as follows. Of course, he has the minus 100% reduced rebuy when killed by a ship pledged to another power in the territory of your power, and minus a % rebuy when killed in your power's territory. This is all encouraging people to get out there and get into the mischief. There's a 100% increase in bounty payout in your power's territory, making it more conducive for that commander who wants to go out bounty hunting. And given the fact that he is pro-strength of the Federation, there's a minus 30% reduced weapon module cost when you buy those modules in your territory. And of course you get the rank decal, and of course you get power play weapon modules, which you unlock over time. Now, straight up at rank 34, you're going to gain access with Jerome Archer to that Pacifier Frag Cannon. Now, the Pacifier Frag Cannon is a Class 3 fixed hardpoint. Like the Fragment Cannon, it can rapidly fire 3 shots of 12 projectiles before having to reload. A lot of commanders do prefer the normal Frag Cannon, sticking double shot on it, and then all the other things like corrosive shell, for example, because you can get gimbaled versions of a standard cannon. This, like I say, is a fixed Class 3 module. It's a tighter spread, longer range, at the cost of reduced damage per shot. And that's the thing. That's why some commanders just prefer the standard fragmentation cannon. At close range, things are not very good, and the equivalent frag cannon is significantly better. Where this shines, however, is going to be at range, if you can get a fix on your target. Very good against large targets, a right pain in the jet stream if you're going to go up against something like a Viper, which can be a little bit more nimble than the current ship that you're banging around in. Now, the pacifier frag cannon used to be, in Powerplay version 1, Hudson's weapon of choice. If you wanted that cannon, you aligned yourself to him, and it only seems right that it's the first one you unlock under Jerome Archer. Next up at rank 39 is the Pulse Disruptor Laser. The Pulse Disruptor Laser is a funny old beast. It's a pulse laser that's been tuned to affect the electronics of the target ship and cause malfunctions, along with, let's say, reduced damage. You will cause some damage, but not as much damage as a standard dedicated pulse laser. This module malfunction could be key to humbling or hobbling a particular target. Now, this used to be a specific award for Felicia Winters, and bearing in mind that Jerome Archer is the Vice President, it only seems apt that this is the second module that you'll unlock currently in the Powerplay series of modules that you can get hold of. Important to note that the Pulse Disruptor's subsystem malfunction effect does not trigger with every hit, something you have to be aware of. Rank 44 gives you access to a funky little missile called the Containment Missile. This is a specialised variant of the standard missile rack. Now let's face it, it fires dumbfire missiles that could force the target ship's frameshift drive, should you be able to hit, to reboot for an extended period of time, but it's not cumulative. That's the problem. This effect can only be applied every 29 seconds, when triggered with a successful strike of your target. That FSD of your target ship, should they have been hit by this particular missile, will then reboot for about 17 seconds, preventing them fleeing from your icy grip, giving you a chance to get those pacifier frag cannons out and give them absolutely what for. But like I say, its disruption effect is not cumulative. Rank 50 gives you access to the Enforcer Cannon, which is a Type 1 multi-cannon which is capable of dealing higher damage at the cost of a lower rate of fire and a higher spin-up rate. The Class 1 fixed multi-cannon, when you compare it directly to this, the Enforcer Cannon's got 145% damage per second. And that's pretty good. It also has a slightly longer maximum range of 4,500 meters, but a slightly shorter damage fall-off of around 1,800 meters. As I said, this is fixed, but the Enforcer Cannon has a small but notable amount of knockback, similar to a weakened version of the Force Shell effect that you can apply to the standard cannons. It is a superior equivalent to the normal multi-cannon, and is good against moderate to large targets, although you will, if fitted to a larger, less manoeuvrable ship, struggle to hit the smaller, nimbler NPCs or adversaries in your wake. A lot of people are using the Enforcer multi-cannon in piracy. Many players choose to disable a target and then slow it to a near stationary speed, allowing limpets a better chance to collect ejected cargo. And then Enforcer cannons' small and rapid knockback allow you to target ships to be more precisely slowed, making this process a hell of a lot easier. Will you pledge to Jerome Archer and the Federation commanders, or do you have your eye on another Powerplay power? Let me know in the comments. I've been Ricardo. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.